Hey guys, welcome back to episode 4 of my Minecraft Hardcore series. Today I have something very special planned for you guys. So in last episode we explored the Mesa biome, and I was thinking I've never really made a base in the Mesa biome, and I thought it would be a perfect opportunity to move all of our stuff over to the Mesa biome so we can have that as our base. We are going to be living in the Mesa biome, and I think that's pretty cool. I've never really built any bases or anything in the Mesa biome, so it'll be really interesting. So today, we're probably going to make a starter house over there and make it nice and pretty, but there's one problem. We're going to have to leave this island behind. These walls have been really good to us. We haven't died yet, but we're going to have to move all of the stuff in our house all the way over to the Mesa biome, and it's like pretty far away, so yeah, that's probably our biggest problem right now, but other than that, I'm very excited to do this. I think the best way to probably transport all of our stuff is by boat. So I have a full inventory of all of our stuff, and yeah, we're going to be making a ton of trips there and back. I guess never mind, it's not that far at all. Wow, I didn't know it was back here. So for my little starter town that I'm gonna be making is, I'm just thinking of using dark oak and stone, and maybe the different colors of terracotta that's in the Mesa biome, like the different layers, use different colors for different buildings. I think that would bring a lot of variety to the buildings. The question is, where is the village that we saw last episode? Because I think I want to live near there. So if we ever want to make an iron golem farm, we don't have to travel super far. Oh my gosh, this thing just goes on forever and ever. Does it ever end? And where's this village? Oh, there it is. There's the village. Okay, so this is the land that we're going to be working with. It's pretty flat, got some hills. Add some variety. I'm pretty sure that tree right there is an acacia tree. Oh, interesting. So I guess we will move here. It is very far away, but there's a savanna biome right there. We got a village right here with nice plains. We got a swamp, and we are in the Badlands. So I think we have ourselves a winner right here. Is probably where we're gonna start our town. So we have about 2 double chests left of storage. Oh boy, so guys, I'll catch you back. I'll be right back. Okay guys, we have successfully transferred all of my items over to the Mesa biome, and we've got 1 full chest of random items and about half a chest of more random items. I think guys, it is time to start planning out what we're going to build for our first house. I already kind of got the design of what I'm going to do, but we're going to have to do some terraforming and other stuff. I don't know, see how it goes. I'm going to have to do some resource collecting to even build the house, but other than that, I think we should be pretty good. Alright, first of all, I need to actually find a dark oak biome, so I think it's just over this hill. I'm pretty sure I saw it earlier. I'm gonna mine a few trees and gather their saplings so I can replant the trees back at the base, so we have a nice reproduction of dark oak wood, because I know we will be needing a lot of it. Alright, I grabbed some dark oak wood, and it just was night and I slept, and there's a ton of creepers here. I don't know if the creeper spawn is boosted in the Mesa biome, but I saw at least 20 creepers on the way back. It is actually crazy. So let's see, we got about 2 and almost a half stack of dark oak logs and 14 dark oak saplings. That is perfect, so I can replant those. And let's see, we got a lot of dark oak, and we have a lot of actually scratch that, we don't got a lot of stone. Well, it looks like we're gonna have to go gather some stone as well. So it looks like I want to be making the mine about over here. So I'm just going to make a simple hallway going straight down to level 11. Because, why not also try to get some diamonds as while we're at it. Alright, we got some resources. Hopefully that is enough to make one starter house. Pretty sure it is. We got 3 stacks and maybe need a little bit more andesite. So I think I'm gonna make it, and let's make it down here, right in this pit. I think that'll be pretty cool. It's also right next to our mine. I feel like this is too. It needs to be like flatter, so I'm gonna have to like raise this up one so I have like a lot of more area to work with around this side. That took way longer than I expected. I have to go through almost 3 iron shovels just to fill that little space in. I think we have enough space to build our starter house. So first thing I like to do when I'm making my house is I like to do a layout of the oak logs as like the corners, So about, let's say here or so. That's 5 blocks. I'm not going to do another 5x5 because I've always done 5x5's houses, so we're going to go 7. Is that odd? I like to go odd just because it's way easier to do the dimensions, and it's just a lot easier. So 7x5 looks pretty good. So what I was thinking was we're going to start like this, making the frame, and then I'll add more details into it by adding andesite, just so it's not the plain cobblestone, and maybe I'll smelt some of this cobblestone into stone so I can also add some more variety to it. I'm already thinking this is way too slim. This is only a 3x7. I think we are gonna have to need that little 5x5 area to the side right here, because I don't think this will cut it. So we're gonna have to open this up and dig into this hill a little bit. Might have to take it out completely. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right here is the next log. Have to clear this out a little bit more, like that. That gives us a lot more space to work with. I like to go 3 blocks and then a block right here as like a cross beam, like this, and then go up 2 and have a cross beam. Alright, go up 3 blocks, another cross beam, and go up 2 more, block, cross beam, and then add these little like stick outs right here, and once again like so. There we go. Just a few more times. Already running out of dark oak logs. And once again, 1, 2, block. Got more dark oak logs and cross beam. And that is pretty much the first floor frame. So now we're going to bring these up to as the walls. Alright, now that the walls are up, this is where I like to add the variety into the walls. So I think I'll have my door on the corner bit. Yeah, I think it's pretty good because it's just like on the side, not in like the main part, which is this area. So I'll now add the variety. I like to put it on my offhand so it's easier just to break in place. And yeah, I think it would be very necessary to put stone in here as well. But for now, I'm just going to add a little bit of andesite, a little bit of there, a little bit of there. Oh, that's like a V shape. I don't want to add like a pattern look to it. I want more of like a messy, because it's in the desert, and it is very messy over here. So I also want to make it look messy as well, like so. Looks great. Already looks 10 times better without just the flat cobblestone wall. My eyes can actually rest and not see just a really harsh wall of cobblestone. That's pretty much the basic shape and the basic layout of how the first floors are going to be, and the second floors are going to be probably the terracotta layer. I'm going to go and craft some slabs because in between these cross beams where they stick out, by 1 block. I like to add slabs as a little decoration. Have a little bit more detail. So what I like to do is make a whole bunch of slabs like so, maybe just a little bit more. I tend to make a little less than I need, and I have to go back into my crafting table and craft more. So I'm just gonna craft a little bit more than I need. I think that will be enough, and use this as scaffolding going up. I'm not a big fan of like putting a block into here just because it kind of looks unnatural. But I do like to place a block right here to cover that like cross beamage. You can either do it 2 ways. I like to do like a wave pattern, but also like, and this side would be better to look at. I also like to go like this. It's like a thicker weave pattern. So that is that. Or we could go like this. I'm leaning more to the more thicker weave pattern over here than the skinnier version over here. So yeah, we're gonna probably do that on all sides, and yeah, we'll see how it goes. Alright, it is on all sides, and that is how I like to do a little filler and add a little bit more detail to my builds. I like that a lot. At the corners of these, I guess, like cross beam right here, I like to add buttons. So let's just make 10. I'm pretty sure we're gonna need more, but for now. Alright, so it looks like this. I think it looks pretty good. It kind of separates all that darkness right here where we have the little wavy pattern and the logs. I think it just adds a lot of good detail. And with that stone, I'm going to add it just scattered around, you know, to add some more detail. Alright, there we go. Stone has been placed, and I noticed another thing that we are missing into this build are windows. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think I might do that on every single side. That is on all the sides. Now I just need to make the windows. I will smelt all this and put the windows up, and then when I'm back I will be ready to make the second half of the house. Alright guys, I've put the glass in, and I put some floors down and a little bit of a staircase going, and now I am ready to make the second floor. And also I like to put half slabs for the roof just to add that little extra height, I guess. It makes it a little bit more bigger than it seems. Alright, so first of all, it is basically the same concept for the first floor, just a little bit smaller. So again, goes up 1, 2, and then block, and then 1, 2, 3 block. I don't really know. Actually, we're gonna do it a little different this time. We are going to only have 2 blocks up, and then 1 block, and then cross beam, and then 2 up, block, cross beam like so, and then same thing. Add these little stick out parts right here and cross beam all the way over here. I believe, yep, there was a little part going up like that, and then another cross beam like so. Add the stick out parts. 1, 2 block, cross beam, and then this is where it kind of gets, actually no, 1, 2 block, cross beam. So just like that. Again, we'll add the stone buttons on every single stick out part. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add the roof. So first off, I like to choose a side that sticks out, like this side and that side. And what I like to do is kind of have the stairs going upwards, and I think I want the top to be dark. Oh no, I think I want the, this is getting dark. 1 second, hold that thought. Alright, I'm debating whether I should add a dark oak roof or a oak roof, or maybe even a stone roof. I think this is what I might do. I might do like an outline of the roof in dark oak, and then like in the middle is oak. I think that'll look pretty nice. I will definitely need a lot more oak and dark oak. Let's see if I stored any in these chests. Does not look like it. Alright guys, so as you can see, I have started a little bit on the roof. And what I did was I got rid of these outer parts of the log right here, because I realized right here where the log would stick out kind of gets in the way of the roof, because it didn't add that nice curvature and it just looked out of place. So basically what I did was I just added an upside down stair, and then behind that a regular stair, and then on top of the upside down stair I placed a block, a stair, upside down stair, and then slabs. I used slabs just to kind of cut it off, make it flat, because I feel like it'd be too pointy if I added another stair right there and then a block. And let's see, I added this layer, like this outer rim, because what I'm gonna do is in the rim, I should say, is gonna be a different wood. I'm gonna be using oak, just so it's not the same like dark wood on the outside, just because I feel like it could get like old and like too dark, I guess. So now this is where it gets interesting, because right here there's like a really long way, and I think what I'm gonna do is kind of just cut this off like this and like that, and then kind of add the same concept right here to this side. So upside down stair, block, stair, upside down stair, slab, 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 and then upside down stair, block, stair, upside down stair, like so. Yes, that looks really good, and as you can see, the outline is done. So now that we got our materials, what I mean by filling it in around the outline is going like this. So it's the same concept, same archway, but just like filling it in basically. And same thing right here, topping it off with slabs like so. And I just think it adds a lot more detail rather than just using one wood, because it would just be too dark, I guess. So adding a little bit more color kind of gives it a lot more detail and a lot more variety, I guess. Alright guys, I just finished the roof, and I also added stripped oak logs, just to add a little bit more variety. You know, I love my variety, so I think it adds a little bit extra detail, and I like that a lot. And I think all we have left is just to fill in this wall, which will be kind of the same concept as the roof, as the stripped oak log and regular oak logs, and then windows. I might have to figure out a design there, but you know, I might not even use a design, just because I'm not gonna go back one, because there'd be like a 1 block gap inside. I'm just gonna go right next to the logs and keep the 1 block out on the bottom. And what I mean by that is not like going on the inside like this, because it would be literally a 1 block gap. So I'm just gonna add it right next to each other, right next to the logs, and yeah, we'll see how that looks. Alright guys, I think this is a finished product. Now what I did for this part is I love to add like a little hangover light. I think it just looks so cool. It just brightens it up at night, and you know, just because if that wasn't there, it would just be a dark oak blank wall. I like that. I did it on all 3 sides, including that one. So that's 1. This is 2, and 3 right here. And then again, added the variety and some windows. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Pretty good for a starter house, at least. And yeah, for the interior, we're gonna need some work on this interior. I have to move all of the items over into this house. Alright guys, I have just moved all of the items over to the house, It is looking great. I'm about to put some furnaces down here. This will be a nice kitchen. Looks great. Have to add some upside down stairs just to add a little bit more curvature. But other than that, I think that is a wrap for this episode. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and I will have a lot of other special plans. Oh, it is very dark outside, very scary. I will have a lot of special plans for you guys in the next episode, so make sure you stay tuned for more content. Well, guys, thanks for joining me. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Do all that jazz. Thank you, guys. Peace.